guys, Laria here. I am here to tell you guys my December TBR. My December TBR is massive, I will say that. I have a lot of books I want to read just because I like to read as many books in a year as possible. And that is no thing this year. This year is a little bit different because I am a full-time teacher, which honestly has changed my life, but also my reading habits. So let's just get into it. I am participating in a bunch of stuff this month. I'm trying to finish all my book challenges, which I'm going to do a catch-up video maybe the middle of the month, just to let you guys know how I'm doing on them. I have yet to choose my challenges for next month, but I'm really excited to choose those. So the Time Warp YA Book Club, the link will be in the description box, as always, is now going to read the Thorn of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. I have read up to book 3. And I did read the prequel novellas, and I just never moved on. So I'm really excited to read that with the crew. You can go ahead and join us. I would love more people. And we are also going to read Prince in Disguise, I think, by Stephanie Kate Strom, which is apparently a Christmas book. I literally just got this from my library. So that changed my holiday TBR, which I will tell you guys about now. I'm also participating in the 'Tis the Season readathon with Super Space Chick, Bookables, and a bunch of other people. It's like a low-key readathon. I think it's from the 3rd to the 9th, I think. It's a week. So I'm going to read these in the first part of the month. But one of them is Snow with Love by Melissa De La Cruz, Amy Friedman, Nick Stone, and Casey West. It's a collection of short stories. This book is really not that long. I think it's literally 250 pages. But this is definitely a book that I thought was going to win for my Time Warp YA Book Club, but it wound up winning for this. And I literally just bought this book as well. I am going to read Prince in Disguise, which is the book that got chosen for my Time Warp YA Book Club, and just read it at a more quicker pace. And Carols in Chaos by Cindy Ansley, which is a book that has red on the cover. Yeah, I'm really excited to read these books. This will definitely start off my holiday season right. And I'm really excited and hope that I like them. At the time of this recording, I am reading A Curse So Dark and Lonely. I still have a week left in the month, so it's possible I will either finish this or become super close. But this is a Beauty and the Beast retelling by Bridget Kimmerer. It comes out January 29th. I got this arc at BEA. I'm really liking it so far. I'm really enjoying it. Hopefully, this book will be done and it will be in my November wrap-up, but if not, I will definitely talk about it in December. This is a really, really fun read, and I'm really enjoying it so far. So those are all the announcements for this video. Now let's get into the books that I want to read. I will admit, a lot of these are holdovers from my November TBR. I did not read nearly as much as I wanted to in November, like anywhere close to what I wanted to, but that's okay. Life sometimes happens. So the first book I put back on my TBR was The Adventures Guild by Zach Zoran Clark and Nick Eleftheriou. This is actually the first book in a series, and I do have the second book, which is why I really wanted to read this, and I've really been craving some adventure books, and this seems to fit the bill, and if I like it, I will definitely read book 2 in a quick fashion. The next book that I wound up picking up was The Revenge of Magic by James Riley. This is a book that I got from New York City Comic Con from Simon & Schuster. And this is another middle grade book series, but I'm so excited to read it. So hopefully I like it and can dive into it in a pretty quick fashion. And I think it's about when magic returns to the real world, only children can unlock the dangerous power in this thrilling new series from the author of the New York Times bestselling series, The Story Thieves. That sounds awesome. And this book is, again, it's actually 362 pages, so that's pretty long. But I'm really excited and hope that I like it. Another one that I wound up picking up was Contemporary and Its Comics Will Break Your Heart by Faith Erin Hicks. This is a book about Mira's family should be rich. After all, her grandfather was the co-creator of a smash hit comic series, but he sold his rights to the series co-created in the 1960s and for practically nothing. And practically nothing to look forward to. She can't afford college. But if she doesn't, as if she doesn't have enough to worry about, Mirren's life gets even more complicated when a cute boy shows up in town and turns out to be the grandson who stole her family's future. Weldon Warwick, with his brilliant grin and troubled eyes, is the heir to the Tremorman fortune. Before long, Marion and women find themselves in the center of a modern Romeo and Juliet story about class, geek, royalty, and what it takes to heal long-suffering injuries of the past. Time may heal all wounds, but comics will break your heart. This sounds so cute. I really hope I get to read it this month. I got this book from New York City Comic Con as well, and it comes out in February. The next book is another one that I really wanted at BEA, and I like stayed way later than I should have to get it. But it's Light Between Worlds by Laura. Ooh, Laura, by Laura E. Wellmount. And this is a book about what happens when you return to the railroad after being in a fantastical one like Narnia. I've heard this just sounds so cool. I know that there's a book series like this from Shauna Maguire called Heart is a Doorway, What Happens to Kids When They Return from a Fantasy World. I really hope I like this. I've not heard a lot about it, to be very honest. I think Alexa Loves Books read this, and I don't know what she thought. I can't remember, but I really hope that I like it. So, and the real cover for this book is gorgeous as well. Next book is no real surprise, but it's Slayer by Kirsten White. This is a book set in the Buffyverse, and it follows two twins. One is a Slayer and one is a Watcher, and that's all that I know going into it, and I really hope that I like this one. I've been waiting for this book for a while and was really happy to get it at BEA. I mean, at New York City Comic Con. This was the most chaotic line there, but I'm really happy that I got it and hope that I like it. I have had mixed results with Kirsten White's book. I only read one other book and I liked it and I didn't love it, so hopefully that's different because I love Buffy and I need her in my life more. Because I've had a week off, because I do have a week off this month, I decided to throw in a couple of more books just for the hell of it and see if I wind up completing them. I definitely want to read The Sorcerer Heirs by Cinda Williams Chima. I did start a Cinda Williams Chima reread this year and I failed miserably, but if I can finish this book this month, which I'm going to make my next read, I really think I could call it a partial success and then move on to another series next year. But this is a book that I would love to read. And I also took two books out of my library in addition to The Prince in Disguise. One is Empress of All Seasons by Amika Chen. From what I read, it sounds like it's like a Hunger Games, but set in Japan, I think. Yeah, I don't want to read a whole lot, but the summary, but it sounds interesting. And this is a book that I really want to read, and it's called The Resolutions by Mia Garcia, and I would love to read this over like New Year's Eve. Like that day, I would love to just read this book. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to probably do a reading vlog on New Year's Eve and just read the entire day, which I think would be fun for you guys, and get in some last minute books. So that's my plan right now. I hope you guys like this video and let me know what books you hope to read in December and what book you're most excited for me to review. And I will talk to you guys later.